Hello and welcome to Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show I shall be chatting to Gavin from local rock and rollers Gavin The Laas. And as always I'll be playing lots of homegrown music by local bands. Hello, I hope you're all well and having a great week. Let's kick things off on today's little show with No Conflict and Stuck Down Low.
Like she knows, one little push and it all goes. Another little glass and the light glows, but the clock's still ticking and the light slows. He knows like she knows, one little push and it all goes. Another little glass and the light glows, but the clock's still ticking and the light slows. Then the light goes. Stuck down low in the grime, souls pushed and crushed by the hands of time. Seconds, minutes, then it's hours, as the clock ticks, then chimes. Mind's been playing screen shows of memories lost and gone. Sitting laughing in the backyard where the sun once shone. Knows like she knows, one little push and it all goes. Another little glass and the light glows, but the clock's still ticking and the light slows. He knows like she knows, one little push and it all goes. Another little glass and the light glows, but the clock's still ticking and the light slows. Then the light goes.
Walking around in circles till the end of time. Looking back on old regrets, cause the clock tick or shine. Mind's not playing screen shows, memories lost and gone. I'm sat on the sofa, not sitting in the sun.
Like she knows, with enough love, we can all grow. She knows, like he knows, with enough love, we can all grow.
I'm stuck down low,
he knows,
in the grind,
like she knows, with enough love, we can all grow. She knows, like he knows, with enough love, we can all grow. We can all grow. We can all grow.
I'm stuck down.
We can all grow. We can all grow.
I'm stuck down low.
That was the wonderful No Conflict and Stuck Down Low. Let's hear a little bit of Neon Sarcastic now. I'll tell you a little bit of news about one of their fantastic gigs coming up, but first of all, here's Codename Disaster.
Fuses are burning, help me tonight. Can save this, stop being foolish. You make me laugh out loud at the thought of everything you seem to say and do.
That was the wonderful Neon Sarcastic and Codename Disaster. Of course, they've been off the scene for about 5 or 6 years now, but are having a comeback gig with Oceans Apart at the Y Theatre in sunny Leicester on Saturday the 9th of July, and that's supporting Oceans Apart, who we're going to hear from now. So here's a little bit of Oceans Apart and Breathe featuring Ro Jordan.
Trying to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you. Maybe I just need to breathe. Can't you just open up and say the words you want to me? Come bring your world up onto me. I don't know how to begin, even if I wanted to. Words they creep into my chest just like they wanted to. These days get darker and it's harder to get through to you. Well, baby, I just need to breathe.
I could give you space, swallow my words and pride, bottle up reasons to stay. I guess I'm just the loving kind. Oh,
Oh, baby, I just need to breathe. On the sleepless nights and then the pointless fights, where baby we just need to live. And all the mountains and high, and all the tears that you cry, where baby we just need to breathe. Oh, baby, I just need to breathe. You see the pain in my eyes, you know I try to disguise, where baby we just need to live. It's all right, just all right, with everything goes right, where baby I just need to live.
ooh, tell me, is there something I could do to persuade you back after all of that? I just need to brave, forgive into our mistakes, and we'll share the blame. No more empty frames. Oh, so tell me where we're at. Tell me where we're at. Oh, oh. I don't wanna lose you, no. I love the way you lie, and I see it in your eyes. Give me space, I'll give you time. Oh, oh.
Oh, baby, I just need to breathe. On the sleepless nights and then the pointless fights, where baby we just need to live. And all the mountains and high, and all the tears that you cry, where baby we just need to live. Baby, I just need to breathe. You see the pain in my eyes, you know I try to disguise, where baby we just need to live. It's all right, just all right, with everything goes right, where baby I just need to live.
That was Oceans Apart, Breathe, featuring the wonderful vocals of Ro Jordan. Of course, Oceans Apart I was supposed to see on Sunday at Metal to the Masses in Firebug, but for some reason they pulled out, so I hope everything's okay with them. Speaking about bands that I saw at the weekend, here's a band I did actually see at the weekend. This time it was on Friday at the sunny Firebug in Leicester, and it's Piston Slap River. That was Piston, Slap and River. Great band to see live, as I did last Friday. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Now let's hear from Poe and First Foot. That was the wonderful Poe and First Foot. Of course, Ruth Miller, who's the singer in Poe, she's also in the Verinos, the local punk band Verinos, who I spoke to a few months ago here on Live, Local and Loud. Don't forget you can check out any previous interviews I did at Live, Local and Loud in musicinleicester.co.uk. So now it's time for this week's little chat where I'm chatting to Gavin from local rock and rollers, Gavin and the Laas. But first of all, here's one of their songs, She Already Knows Your Name.
To the girl who's much cooler than you. No need to be nervous, walk over with purpose. She already knows your name. How many times can you fall in love? I need to know it's me you're thinking of. 'Cause it happens
That was She Already Knows Your Name by Gavin and the Laas. And this week's interview is with the main man himself, Gavin. Hello, Gavin. How the devil are you today?
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, really good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm awesome today. Thank you very much. Yes, and thank you very much for coming on my little show and spending the time to chat with me today. Now, let's start from the beginning. I think the band's name is self-explanatory, Gavin and the Laas. So just tell us briefly how, why, and when did you get together as a band?
So, yeah, thank you. We got together sort of the back end of 2020, started writing songs with my guitarist at the time, just the two of us. We're into sort of old rock and roll music, so we were just writing stuff just off the bat, see what came together. And we got a few singles together, and then we ended up finding Sam through an advertisement online. Sam's our bassist. He also does a little bit of backing vocals as well, which comes in very handy. And then we started practicing together. Obviously, then on the lookout for a drummer. And it was Rob, sort of the final piece to our puzzle, joined into 2021. And we've sort of been practicing, rehearsing and gigging for the last 12 months, just a little bit more, I guess.
Brilliant. So you got together, you're a four-piece, you got together during lockdown. What was that like, getting together during lockdowns?
Yeah, it's obviously quite tricky, but yeah, four-piece is correct. COVID meant that it was really tricky to try and get anything together, and obviously venues had stopped accepting gigs and playing live music and stuff as well. So it became quite tricky, but we all sort of decided that we'd get together, and whatever happened with COVID, when we could, we'd go back into the practice room and start practicing and laying stuff down. So
yeah, I noticed there's some photographs on your Facebook page of you recording while wearing face masks. Obviously, you doing the singing, I presume you were able to take yours off, were you?
That's right, yeah. So masks were compulsory, but as soon as we started singing, going into the vocal booth, you had to take it off. So at least your vocal wasn't muffled. I'm not sure how that would have sounded singing through a mask.
Okay, so we've just played She Already Knows Your Name. Can you just tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, certainly. So She Already Knows Your Name was written just as like an upbeat, catchy number. We obviously wrote the introduction riff, which sort of gets everybody up and dancing. It's quite instant when you hear it for the first time. But the message behind it was just, for me as a young kid, I was never that good with the girls. I was always like a little bit shy.
Me
I was also
too.
quite shy in school, but the message, I guess, was just have confidence in yourself. And if you like a girl, or you're into somebody, just go and tell them, because 9 times out of 10, all you've got to do is introduce yourself and have a chat, and then before you know it, you've got things in common, and you start bouncing off the wall, and you can have a laugh and a joke together, and all the insecurities that you thought about initially, they just disappear. Yeah. So it's just about not taking it too seriously. Do
you find as an older person now, all those insecurities have gone, or have you still got them, do you find?
Yeah, no, I think they have gone. As I've gotten older, you sort of, I don't know whether you're just interested in different things, or like you say, you don't take life too seriously, and you just think, what was I worried about all those years ago?
Yeah. Now, as you say, your music's obviously really dancey, catchy, lovely stuff. And I see you're playing Glastonbury as well, and you're going to be in the Loco marquee. That's going to be a huge party, isn't it?
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah, definitely. We're going to try and get some surprises together, because obviously with Glastonbury, they're a big tribute festival, so there's a lot of cover bands playing. So we're hoping we can throw 1 or 2 covers in as well. Yeah, but like you say, we headline that stage. We're looking forward to it. We've been a few years, previous years. Really enjoyed the festival. I used to be a drummer, in actual fact. I used to drum for a cover band called The Big Bad. We played at Glastonbury a few times. It'd be nice to go back now as a front man. And see what sort of reception we get.
So what's it like being a front man compared to a drummer then?
I absolutely love it, if I'm being honest, Kev. It was really quite a jump. I always liken it to like a poor man's Dave Grohl almost. Right. Starting behind the drums. And I loved it. Playing the drums is great. Keep the band in time and make sure everything keeps moving. But I guess I just got to a point, maybe, as I got a little bit older and stopped taking things too seriously, I thought, well, why not? Why not have a go at being a front man and writing some songs and and seeing what happens. And I'm really grateful to have found 3 other band members that really get what we're trying to achieve, and you know what I'm trying to tap into is that sort of catchy rock and roll. And yeah, so I'm really grateful to have those 3 guys along with me for the ride. It's going really well.
I suppose you're a young band. I don't suppose the crowd are singing back your lyrics yet, do you?
Not quite. There's one track we do that are faithful supporters. It's a second single we released actually called Call Your Mama, and there's a catchy chorus in there, so sometimes we'll get a bit of backing vocals from the audience, but even then that's like wives and girlfriends singing back at it, which is always
good.
nice.
I was at Skunk and Nancy last night at the O2 Academy. Needless to say, we were singing at the top of our voices pretty much through all of the songs, destroying the whole thing probably, but it was all good fun. Okay, so back to Glastonbury. How do you get to perform there? Was it an audition that you did?
Yeah, that's quite right. So the Soundhouse in Leicester, they hold auditions for sort of up and coming local talent to try and play and obviously get on at the festival. So we went there, went to play the Soundhouse. There was 4 other bands that played with us, all sorts of genres as well. I think there was a metal band the night we played. So you really do catch a lot of everything. And yeah, it was really good. We obviously played our audition. And then a couple of weeks later, we got an email to say, thanks very much for auditioning. We really appreciate, your set. We'd like to offer you a place at the festival. So then you have to fill in a few more details, send off your bio and a few pictures so they can sort of get all the advertising sorted. But yeah, really grateful to play.
Brilliant. And you say, are you headlining the Loco stage then?
That's right. Yeah, on the Friday night. I think it's about 8:30, 20 to 9 maybe. So yeah, on the Friday night we headline the Loco stage, which
will be amazing, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. We're really, really excited. I can't wait. So, like you say, we are a new band, but it's nice to get out there and try and play a few local venues. And
Absolutely.
We're fortunate that Glastonbury came off the back of playing the Soundhouse. And
yeah, I must say, Glastonbury's pretty much the highlight in my gigging diary of the year. Absolutely love it. And that Loco stage is really good because it's a proper big marquee, isn't it?
It is.
And it's got proper lights, proper sound. It's really, really good party. So you're playing there on Friday, the 3rd of June. Is that right?
Friday, the 3rd of June is correct. Yeah, that's also my wedding anniversary.
Oh, brilliant. So it's going to be a special weekend. Oh, great.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And of course, Glastonbury's on for the whole weekend. Have you got any idea who's headlining the main stage when you're playing then? Because that's always the problem, isn't it?
I don't actually. That's a very good question. I hope it's nobody too good.
Or if it's raining at the same time, if it's chucking it down, then everybody will go into your tent on the way to the stop off there on the way to the main stage and hopefully stay there.
That's good thinking.
Yeah,
that's good thinking. Yeah, maybe I'll do a rain dance before we go on. Maybe
that's it. Okay, excellent. All right then. Well, let's play another one of your songs. Let's play Twice is Once Too Many. Another catchy little number of yours. Twice is Once Too Many. So how did this song come about, Gav?
Thank you. So this one I wrote, probably it was one of the earliest I wrote actually, and it was it's almost got a bit of a singer-songwriter sort of vibe to it. I was listening to a lot of Jack Panate and people like that at the time. So that came about through that. But yeah, again, we took it into the studio, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to play it with a band or just keep it as an acoustic number. But we did, and the first couple of times we played it through, it was like, actually, this really fits, with some of the things that Ant was doing on the guitar and the sort of the roaming bass line. It really just sat well within the rest of the singles we'd released, the rest of the album. So yeah, it was that we sort of decided we'd keep it in. And now, actually, it's probably one of our favourite songs to play.
Excellent. Yeah, it's one of mine. Brilliant. So here's Twice is Once Too Many by Gavin and the Laas.
There's a girl I know, she's just turned 21. Can we go away together? Maybe this time it will last forever. That's what you said to the last girl, she said. Alright, but let's not make the same mistakes. Twice is once too many, darling. Twice is once too many, darling. It's Friday night, once, I'll tell you time and time again. Everything we said back then doesn't even matter. And did you know you're a stopgap? Someone to fill the time before I fell in love with my new girl. She's beautiful, nothing like you. I'll tell you all the things she does and how she makes me feel. When we go out, she looks at me with those eyes, and I know that she loves me. And now I'm with this girl, I'll never be yours. Now I'm with this girl, I'll never be yours. Now I'm with this girl, I'll never be yours. I'll never be your boy. But I tell you what I've got. Let me tell you about my new girl. She's beautiful and nothing like you. I'll tell you all the things she does and how she makes me feel. When we go out, she looks at me with those eyes, and I know that she loves me.
That was Twice is Once Too Many by Gavin and the Laas. And of course, this week's interview is with the main man, Gavin himself. So, Gavin, so tell me now, of course, you've done a gig, or have you just done the one gig at the Queen Victoria Bikers Pub in sunny Colville?
Yeah, it was just the one. Yeah, earlier this year. Actually, it might have been back end of last year. Yeah, not too long ago. It's quite a funny gig actually. We turned up and the headline act had actually pulled out due to not selling enough tickets. So we were asked whether we wanted to still go ahead and play, which we obviously said yes, we will do, of course.
Absolutely.
But because we didn't have a massive crowd, we ended up live streaming the whole gig, and that's available now. You can see that on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I saw that, and you can see people dancing and all sorts, having a great time, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That looks brilliant. That just goes to show, I mean, a lot of people think the Queen Victoria Bikers Pub, because of the name, just does like rock music and stuff, but it doesn't. I mean, you're rock and roll, it does that, it does all sorts of stuff, doesn't it? They have folk bands on occasionally, all sorts of things.
Yeah, definitely. I've been a couple of times to the outside stage they've got there as well. I've seen all sorts of different genres of bands on there. Yeah, really good. Right. Really nice place, actually. Really nice owner.
You haven't been to the upstage outdoor acoustic stage, the upstairs outdoor acoustic stage, have you?
No, I haven't. No.
That's secret, you see.
Is it nice up there?
It is. It's lovely. There's sort of like he's put like fake grass down. And he's really gone to town with it. He's got a little some water feature going on there and plants and a little gazebo thing. It's absolutely lovely. But I think you have to ask him if you can go up there. But it is really, really, really nice. Just watch the stairs on the way up. It's a bit dark on up those stairs, but yeah, it's lovely.
Right. Okay.
Do you plan to play there again as a band?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to drop him an email probably the back end of the summer. And try and get in there, just ask him if he's got any support slots available for anybody playing there.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, last week I spoke to Dave from Aphrodite, sort of soul band, and he was saying their band is run like a business. They have milestones and dates, etc. Do you do a similar thing for Gavin and the Laas, or is it a bit more relaxed?
Yeah, when it comes to the recording side of things and releasing singles, we're probably quite strict in terms of setting our dates and making sure we've got like to-do lists ready for what we need to do. We do like a lot of pre-release promotion for new singles and stuff like that. So that side of it, yes. In terms of like gigs, the live shows we do, that's probably a little bit more relaxed. We all sort of work. 3 of the members have got children as well, so it's not always easy to be out, gigging every weekend as much as we'd all love to. We sort of have to work around each other, and it's quite it's quite a relaxed atmosphere, I would say.
Now you've got Glaston Budget lined up for next year on Friday the 3rd of June for that weekend. Have you got any other festivals or anything lined up?
That's the only festival I think we've got this year currently. But we've got a couple of shows. We've got our next show actually is on at the Sound House in Leicester on Southampton Street. It's part of it's a new sort of vibes night that they're doing there. It just showcases local talent from Leicester each month. So we're playing there. Tickets are a £5.
Excellent.
And we've got support from a couple of bands. There's a band called One Town Over.
They're good. I
another
like
band
them.
called have you seen them before?
Yeah, I like One Town Over. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Amazing vocals. To look at the lead singer, you'd think it's going to be a heavy rock band, but then he opens his mouth and comes out with this incredible sound.
Excellent. Oh, well, we look forward to hearing them.
Yeah.
And then there's two other artists playing as well, a band called Prima Volta, and then, a guy called Joel Wildgoose.
That'll be brilliant. You haven't mentioned the date. That's on Friday, the 29th of April, down at the Sunny Sound House for the Vibes Night. So that'll be great. Just a £5. Brilliant lineup, all local bands, including yourselves. Brilliant. Oh, and then have you got any others lined up as well?
Yeah, so we go to the Donkey actually on Thursday, the 30th of June. First time playing at the Donkey. I've never been there before myself.
Right.
Again, really looking forward to that.
The atmosphere in the Donkey, I like the Donkey. There's something about its layout. It's really nice and cozy and relaxed. Absolutely love the Donkey. Again, proper stage, because the stage has recently been refurbished, so it's a bit bigger, proper sound, proper lights. Great venue. And you're also with the V's and Rhett Barrow, aren't you? So that'll be a great night as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we played with the V's a few times actually. Really like those guys. Looking forward to seeing them again.
Yeah, that'll be brilliant. So that's Thursday, the 30th of June. Excellent. So you haven't got any more festivals lined up. Are there any festivals you'd like to play in the ideal world? What gig would you like to do most of all?
I've always been a fan of Festival, the Isle of Wight Festival.
Right, Festival with a B.
Festival with a B, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, B for Bertie. Right.
I'd love to play that, and obviously Glastonbury as well. That'd be nice to play.
But you can make that as a target on your planner, couldn't you? Say a couple of years' time. That's where you should.
Yeah, that's right. I think so. We're doing a good job at the minute of sort of playing around locally, trying to get a local following together, and it's slow and steady. I think as we release more tracks and we write some more songs, together as a band, the more we release, I think, the more we'll only continue to grow and hopefully spread the word of Gavin and the Laas.
Are you recording anything at the moment then?
We've actually just finished recording our next single.
Oh.
The next single we've got is called Positive,
Oh.
in the key of D in brackets officially.
Excellent.
So we recorded that up at a studio called Electric Bear Studios in Mansfield.
All right.
They're a really nice bunch of guys up there. They've just actually refurbed their entire studio, and it looks fantastic. It's a really nice place, a really relaxed atmosphere, and the guy there, Simon, he's just fantastic. He's really knowledgeable, and he just really understands when we go and we say we've got an idea, this is what we'd like to do. He understands the brief and just runs with it. So we're really excited about the release of this next single.
Excellent. Has it got a release date?
Yeah, so I think we're going to release it on Friday, the 20th of May this year. Brilliant. That might be an exclusive, actually. I don't think anybody else knows that yet.
Oh, excellent. First heard here on Hermitage FM, Friday, the 20th of May, 2022. Look forward to that. How can people follow it, find out about it and all the rest of that?
Yeah, so definitely. You can find us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, all at Gavin and The Laas. You can also find us on our YouTube channel as well, again, at Gavin and The Laas. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest release information, obviously gig news and tour dates. So yeah, feel free to give us a like and a follow.
Excellent. And obviously The Laas is spelled L-A-A-S. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. So you're playing Friday, the 29th of April at the Sound House Vibes in sunny Leicester, then Friday, 3rd of June at Glaston Budget, and then Thursday, the 30th of June at the Sunny Donkey. Excellent. So thank you very much for chatting with us today.
My pleasure, Kevin. Thanks ever so much for having us on.
That's all right. And before you go, let's play I'm Into You. And if you'd like to just tell us a little bit about how this track came about.
Yeah, I'm Into You is one of those tracks. We normally play it last in our set. It's just a good fit. It's got good vibes. It's just a classic rock and roll track. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Brilliant. So here's I'm Into You by Gavin and the Laas.
I don't care about the money as long as I've got you, honey. I don't care about the money as long as I've got you, honey. I don't care about the money, I just pray you'll treat me right. Now listen close to what I'm saying. Believe me, girl, there's no point playing. I know all the tricks that you've got up your sleeve, and like a kid with his gifts on Christmas Eve. I'm into you, yeah, I'm into you. I don't care about the car as long as you're in my arms. I don't care about the car as long as you're in my arms. I don't care about the car, just pray you'll treat me right. Now listen close to what I'm saying. Believe me, girl, there's no point playing. I know all the tricks that you've got up your sleeve, and like a kid with his gifts on Christmas Eve. I'm into you, yeah, I'm into you. I took one step forward, two steps back. You're gonna give me a heart attack, honey, yeah. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend another day with you. I took one step forward, two steps back. You're gonna give me a heart attack, honey, yeah. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend another day with you. Now listen close to what I'm saying. Believe me, girl, there's no point playing. I know all the tricks that you've got up your sleeve, and like a kid with his gifts on Christmas Eve. I'm into you, yeah, I'm into you. I'm into you, yeah, I'm into you. Said I'm into you, yeah, I'm into you.
That was me chatting to young Gavin from Gavin and the Laas. Don't forget, if you want to find out any details of any of his gigs coming up or any other gigs coming up, check out our very handy gig guide in musicinleicester.co.uk. Meanwhile, here's Prolapse and One Illness. That was Prolapse, who are an old Leicester band. They formed in 1992. Since then, they've moved down to London and they seem to be doing rather well for themselves. Just released some John Peel sessions that they recorded back in the 90s. So great stuff. So it's good to hear from them. That brings us to the end of this week's Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, if you want to find out what gigs are on in sunny Leicestershire, check out musicinleicester.co.uk. You'll also see our gig reviews, previews and all sorts of other stuff as well. So I'll see you here at Hermitage FM next Thursday, 5 o'clock. Hope you have a great week and stay well.